People assume that this conflict is about war, but it isn't just about war. It's about nuclear power, oil, and dollar. In order to understand this conflict, we need to know the parties involved in this conflict and know each party's view about the conflict. Basically, इस लफड़े में तीन parties involved है. One is US, second is Israel, and the third is Iran. Now, अब ये लफड़ा क्यों हो रहा है इस वक्त? It's because of nuclear. According to the International Atomic Energy Agency, Iran is trying to develop its own nuclear weapon. If Iran gets the nuclear weapon, it imposes threat on both parties, US as well as on Israel. Now, Israel पर ये threat अब क्यों impose कर रहा है? Iran sees Israel as their sheer enemy, यानी कि कट्टर दुश्मन. So it imposes an existential threat for the Israel if the Iran gets the nuclear weapon. इसीलिए Israel is involved in the war. Now, अब इस US चाचा का क्या काम है? To understand why US is involved in this war, we need to understand some history of dollar. Basically, till 1971, जो डॉलर था ना, it was linked to gold. इसका मतलब था कि you can exchange dollar for gold, and this system was known as gold standard. But after 1971, ये system खत्म हो गया because of Nixon shock. Now the whole world was trading in dollars because it was the only currency linked to the gold. जब भी Nixon shock हुआ, the trust on the dollar vaporized in minutes. Now to maintain trust in dollar, US did a clever step. उन्होंने इस डॉलर को लिंक किया अब पेट्रोल से. अब ये पेट्रोल से कैसे लिंक किया? They reached to Middle East countries, यानी कि गल्फ कंट्रीज से उन्होंने कांटेक्ट कर लिया. वो सऊदी अरेबिया के पास गए एंड दे मेड अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विद देम कि दैट वी आर गोइंग टू गिव सिक्योरिटी टू सऊदी अरेबियन किंग्स. सो इन एक्सचेंज फॉर दैट यू विल ट्रेड ऑयल इन गोल्ड ओनली. सो हियर यूएस लिंक्ड द अल्टीमेट गॉड ऑफ कमोडिटीज पेट्रोल टू द डॉलर. अगर किसी कंट्री को पेट्रोल लेना था, द कंट्री इज सपोज्ड टू ट्रेड इन डॉलर. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पेट्रो डॉलर सिस्टम, द डॉलर वाज केप्ट अलाइव आफ्टर निक्सन शॉक. देयर इज अ की कनेक्शन बिटवीन द न्यूक्लियर लेयर एंड द पेट्रो डॉलर सिस्टम. अगर ईरान के पास न्यूक आया, it will have freedom. Why? Because it will become a next North Korea country in the Middle East, and it will not be suppressed by US. And you also know that Iran have oil reserves. It has the capacity to produce oil to the world. अगर ईरान को कोई प्रेशर नहीं रहेगा US का, so it can trade oil in the international market in different currency other than the dollar. So इससे क्या होगा कि डॉलर की डिमांड कम हो जाएगी. जब US डॉलर की वैल्यू कम हो जाएगी, it will automatically affect the US's economy. Now US lies in the west or Iran lies in the east. इसीलिए he uses Israel as its ally to attack Iran. So here both parties are fulfilling their purposes by attacking their common enemy.